Welcome everyone, wherever the time may be. Obviously, I'm in the UK, so it's a little later for some of you. I'm from a company called Hydrogen Safe, and we do hydrogen safety training courses. So you may know a little bit, you may know nothing at all, but we're hoping to try and start the education of hydrogen, starting in the UK, but going global and making sure that everyone is a little bit more hydrogen safe. My prototype is applicable for both sort of school age and beyond. So we were interested a little bit about trying to use VR. And one key thing that we can't do in our current training courses is allow people to carry out electrolysis, which is a key way that you can make hydrogen. So setting it in sort of back to school for people that may not have been there for quite a few years, we had a lab set up, but made it so that you went all the way through as if you were back in school, following your method, making sure that you're being safe and making sure that you've got that clear guidance like you would have done if you were back in school again. So it leads you through the steps of collecting your equipment, making sure that you can go through and have everything you might need to carry out simple electrolysis. So the kind of thing you'd still do in school. And once you've collected it, you will then put it all together, move on to the next scene, and then carry out a little bit of electrolysis using a battery, putting it in there, seeing the bubbles appear. But then at the final end, you can actually test whether you've collected hydrogen or not. And the test for hydrogen is putting a small amount of hydrogen gas over a flame, and it makes the coolest noise in the world called a squeaky pop. It's very descriptive. It sounds exactly like it says on the tin. And you can test through. And then there's a nice bit where you can start again, go back through to the first scene and keep cycling. So if it was for a school that maybe didn't have a lot of headsets, they could just keep going and pass through. But it meant that you could actually carry out that simple electrolysis that you may not be able to do in person if you don't have all the equipment or you don't have access to it in a training room like we might at Hydrogen Safe.